Hi everybody, welcome to your weekly forecast for, let's see here, Monday, March 28th through Sunday, April 3rd. I'd like to thank all of my subscribers for your support, your continued support, and for liking and sharing this video. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video, please be sure to subscribe and click on the little notification bell there that will let you know each time I upload something. Okay, and also check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who are only interested in maybe one or two things about their chart. And there's also a link there to my website, though, where you can get more information on chart services. Okay? So, you know what? We only have two aspects this week, two major aspects, okay? And they're like really nice, actually, okay? So like on Monday, March 28th, Venus in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. On Saturday, April 2nd, the Sun in Aries conjuncts Mercury in Aries. And then on April 1st, there's a new moon in Aries, okay? So new moons and full moons, they're all covered in your monthly forecast. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention to you guys to check out my monthly forecast, okay? April will be up in a few days, okay? So let's get to it, whatever sign comes up next. Hi, Pisces. So, on Monday, March 28th, Venus in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 12th house where you have the sign of Aquarius. So this is all like going on behind the scenes, okay? Your 12th house is the house of secrets, but it's also the house of solitude and time that you spend on your own, you know, by yourself, just doing things that only you can do, you know, like read a book or, I don't know, watch a movie or something like that. You don't need other people with you, right? Okay, so having Saturn here, though, you know, does bring a lot of kind of depressing thoughts to mind. You know, I've mentioned this before. You know, fears that you never had before suddenly just like pop up out of nowhere, and you can't figure out where they're coming from. And that's what it is. It's just having Saturn here. You know, that kind of brings out I don't know, parts of, you know, your 12th house is your subconscious mind, and it is known as the house of self-undoing, and that's why, because you can drive yourself crazy, okay? But this is a very nice conjunction from Venus to Saturn, which is bringing about uh, a view of your relationships or even yourself, you know, where you're feeling a little bit more stable about what you're thinking, or even the people in your life, you know, or maybe you're rehashing in your mind things that have happened, like recently even, or things that people have said to you that may have been, you know, gnawing away at you and just bothering you, and figuring out that you either got it wrong, or you were wrong in your impression of what was being said to you, or you know, and it was because you were already possibly in a negative frame of mind, okay? So what this transit does is it helps you to take stock in your relationships and feel a lot more secure about them, okay? Even your own relationship with your own mind, okay? You realize at this time that, you know, that these are just thoughts. They're not really reality, you know, whatever. So it's a lot of times you don't have to take things too seriously, you know. Now at the same time, we have to look at the romance factor here, and the possibility that there is a secret romance going on behind the scenes. And this could be with, I want to say, an older person, or you can be the older person, or there's age isn't an issue here. It's just that maybe one of you is more mature than the other, okay? But it could be a need to be secret, okay? It's a little bit of a burden on your mind. You know, maybe this isn't you. Maybe you're not used to not being open about your relationships or whatever, you know, but for some reason this is either a relationship or a secret of some kind that you feel is a burden, you know, but you're being made to keep it in some way. You've agreed to keep it, even though, you know, maybe you can't see what the big deal is, but whatever. So it's in regards to you and your personal life or someone else's, okay? On Saturday, April 2nd, the Sun in Aries conjuncts Mercury in Aries in your second house where you have Aries. And there is a new moon here on the 1st, so it's within the designated period of time where it's still in effect. Okay, so new moon in second house of income, earned income, how you earn your money, your possessions, your values, your own personal values, but your valuables, okay? I would have to say new beginning, that's what a new moon does, but with the Sun conjunct Mercury, a conjunction is also a new beginning. So there is possibly, maybe you're on the receiving end of something really nice. It could be a belated birthday gift. It could be like a pretty big deal. But it's just income. It could be an increase in a pay rate, even though that's not really in your chart right now. There's not really anything going on that says anything like that, but there's an increase in money at this time, or some kind of valuable, some kind of gift, okay? Or you have created a new stream or a new form of income, and it could be even just possibly selling things online. Okay, so for Virgo, on Monday, March 28th, Venus in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 6th house where you have the sign of Aquarius. So your 6th house is the kind of work you do, the workplace, your co-workers, your work schedule. It's even the very place or building where you work. It's also your house of health and your house of service. Okay, so having Saturn here, you know, has possibly made someone you work with a real pain in the ass, or your job has just become so boring you're falling asleep at your desk. Whatever, you know, something like that. It's a drudgery. It's, you know, God, why do I have to come here, you know? That kind of outlook. But with this Venus now, Venus conjunct here kind of gives you the opportunity to sit back and appreciate whatever it is that you have as far as the work goes. You know, that you have a job, or that you have a job that possibly pays well enough, you know, that you're able to enjoy yourself. You know, it does give you the ability to still do stuff. You know, some people just, you know, can't even get that satisfaction out of a job, you know, just not making enough money to make ends meet, or living from paycheck to paycheck. So you may actually look at the stability factor of having a job, you know. On the other hand, because it is Venus, I do have to include a little bit of romance here. You know, you may actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be romance, could be friendship, that you become friends with somebody that you work with, or that you meet through work. They don't necessarily have to work with you. It could be a client or something like that, or even like, you know, the place where you go to eat lunch every day, you know, somebody that you meet there that works there, or that goes there also, okay, that becomes a really nice stable friend, you know, that will be with you for like ever possibly, you know. And as far as that goes too, this is the house of service, and a lot of times I always say this is a 50-50 kind of thing, where someone needs help from you, so they agree to do something for you in return, so you both benefit from some kind of an arrangement, you know. So maybe a one-time, you know, it was just a one-time thing. Maybe it was fine for you, you know, it worked out well for you. So maybe now you're making something like that permanent. It's a permanent relationship that you have with someone, where they do something for you and you do something for them, and it both works out for both of you. So that could be something that's going on right now. Or you could make changes to that kind of an arrangement. You can even end it now if you wanted to. Okay, on Saturday, April 2nd, the Sun in Aries conjuncts Mercury in Aries in your 8th house where you have Aries. And a new moon was here the day before, so it's still in effect. Both of these, a new moon and conjunctions, bring new beginnings in wherever they're occurring. So the 8th house is other people's resources and money. It's shared resources and shared debt even, but it's passive money or money coming to you through means other than earning it. So I would have to say that you're on the receiving end of something like that right now. You know, you could possibly be getting some kind of refund. Could be a tax refund. Here in America, we have tax season. This is also the house of inheritances and legacies. It could be something like that. You could find that you are a part of a class action lawsuit and receive money from a legal settlement. I say that just because you have the planet Uranus in your 9th house of the legal matters, you know, the law, okay, and lawsuits, things like that. And that's very unpredictable, that area of your life right now. So, yeah, you could just be suddenly on the receiving end of something, okay? But I would have to say it's an insurance payout or legal matter, something or other, okay? So, for Capricorn, on Monday, March 28th, Venus in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 2nd house where you have Aquarius, okay? So, this is actually a very nice conjunction in your 2nd house of income. Okay, having Saturn here sometimes does dry up your source of income. Okay, a lot of times people are on unemployment at this time. They're laid off or whatever. Main source of income is decreased or depleted in some way or other. So Venus here, though, kind of brings a little bit of stability to this area. So you may be doing some kind of work or have some kind of income that's at least reliable. It may not be something huge or big, you know, may not be, again, your main source of income, but it is helping you to bring in another source of income. Okay, you may also find that you own something. This is your house of possessions also, besides income through work. Okay, so you could own something that could be very valuable. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't. Any kind of investment that you've made could be showing, you know, promise right now, and even that could be like a new source of income. This could be dividends or collectibles that you have possibly, or any kind of you know, an investment that you made. It could really be paying off right now. Okay, you could be cashing in. This is also the house of hidden talents, you know, so one of those that has already come to the surface, I'd have to say. Could be something that you're doing right now for a source of income. Okay. On Saturday, April 2nd, the Sun in Aries conjuncts Mercury in Aries in your 4th house, where you have the sign of Aries, and there was a new moon here the day before, so all of this is still in effect. A conjunction is also a new beginning, just like a new moon. Your 4th house is your personal life, it's your home life, and it's where you actually live. Okay, so maybe you are, excuse me, making some kind of new changes there. This could be something dealing with your family. It could be a roommate, though, but you don't even have to live with someone else. You know, even if you live alone, this is still family. Okay, so you could be hearing from your family more than you normally would at this time. In fact, maybe somebody is coming to stay with you, but, you know, I don't think you're moving. You know, there's not really anything too big here in regards to moving. But there is something going on, let's say, in your personal life where, you know, maybe you are making some kind of changes there. Maybe somebody is maybe you're going to take on a roommate just to help, you know, cut expenses. You know, so maybe you have lived alone and now you're going to be having someone live with you in order to, again, help with your expenses and stuff, okay? So for Aries, okay, on Monday, March 28th, Venus in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in your 11th house where you have Aquarius. Okay, so you know, your 11th house is your friends, okay? It's where you would normally go to hang out. It's socializing in person, okay, or online on social media. It's any kind of group or organization that you belong to, and it's also your house of dreams, hopes, and wishes. So having Saturn here means that you may have noticed that in your group of friends, there's someone that is just really standing in your way. They really don't want to see you succeed at anything. They're more than likely jealous of you, and are like trying to stand in your way of success, okay? Or of even just like meeting people. You know, maybe they're jealous of your personality and how, you know, people want to meet you or inquire about you or whatever. So, you know, there's... it's just having Saturn here. There's always somebody there that's going to, you know, I don't know, try to prevent you from moving ahead in some way, okay? This planet won't be here forever, but just for now, okay? But with Venus here, though, with this conjunction, it really helps you realize who your true friends are, okay? In fact, one of them could be, maybe you're not even aware of it, like fending this person off or standing up for you every time this person tries to dissuade someone from, you know, agreeing that you're a wonderful person or you're nice or you're this or that, or we should invite, you know, Aries because, excuse me, they're a lot of fun, you know, so you may just find out just, you know, how stable your relationships are with some people and really feel more secure and glad that there are people in your life that you can rely on, even though there's at least one asshole there that it will be there for a little bit longer. But like I said, Saturn won't be here forever. Okay, and in fact, Jupiter's moving into your sign in May, so I would have to say that that will pretty much should take care of this person. They will either be gone or so muted in such a way nobody will even know that they're there or, you know, acknowledge them, okay? On Saturday, April 2nd, Sun in Aries conjuncts Mercury in Aries in your first house, okay, where you have Aries, right? And there was a new moon here on the 1st, day before, so all of these things are still in effect. And, you know, this is a conjunction is a new beginning, just like a new moon is a new beginning. So you are beginning even a new trip, you know, a new travel. You know, if you're not physically traveling, you're making plans possibly to do so. Also, this is big time communication, most of it coming from you, you know. You're contacting an awful lot of people, even if it's just friends that you haven't seen for a while, you know, just to, I don't know, touch base and whatever. But any kind of plans that you make at this time, especially around that new moon, really are kind of like blessed with the fact that it occurred during a new moon. Okay, and again, don't forget, Jupiter moves into your sign in May, so all of this stuff, you're like on a roll. Okay, so whatever you're doing at this time, you know what I mean? But I'd have to say, lots of communication, in person even, a lot of plans being made, but this would be like the perfect time to begin a trip. And if you're not beginning one, at least plan one. Okay?